Colorado, I would say, is the skiing capital of the world. You can never go wrong with Colorado skiing. We have good skiing every winter, whether it is an El Nino or La Nina winter. I would dare say our driest winters here have better skiing conditions than some of the snowiest winters in other regions. So you want the best of the ski resorts in Colorado. Watch this video to find out which ski resorts are the best. What is happening, everybody? I hope you all are having a happy Friday. This Friday is a happy Friday because 3 Days Grace has just released a new album today. For those of you guys who are not familiar with the band 3 Days Grace, you are missing out. Seriously, you should go check them out after you're done watching this video, because they make amazing music. Anyway, with that being out of the way, today's video is going to be about the top 5 best ski resorts in Colorado. Before we get into the top 5 resorts, I just want to make it clear, these are not my personal favorite ski resorts. This list is a list of ski resorts that I think are objectively best for the general skier. Starting at number 5, we have Vail Mountain. Vail Mountain is a great choice whether you are a beginner skier, intermediate, or expert skier. Vail has it all. If you are a beginner skier, you can lap Little Eagle or try the many different gree runs the front side has to offer. If you are an intermediate skier, they have at least a blue run for every chairlift at the resort. I would say this is the best ski resort for advanced skiers, as there are multiple options for those people. And expert skiers will not be too disappointed either, as Vail has some pretty gnarly shit off of the Northwoods Express and the main gondola as well. Vail also has some hidden cliffs, steeps, and rocks scattered throughout Blue Sky Basin and the back bowls. Vail may not be known for its extremes, but they do have them. You just gotta look. The amount of content Vail has to offer easily makes it deserve a spot on this list. Vail is even my personal favorite ski resort. The only reason it is not higher on the list is I feel like even though on the mountain they have everything a skier is looking for, where Vail falls short is the headache of getting on the mountain. First of all, paid parking is mandatory, which is disappointing. Lodging is expensive, and lines can get very long on busy days. Those 3 things may be what repels people away from wanting to go to Vail, so I have to dock them for that one. Now moving on to number 4, we have Steamboat. Steamboat, I would say, is the Vail Mountain of the Icon Pass. It is the second largest Colorado ski resort that is on the Icon Pass, with Winter Park being a hair larger. Now Steamboat is an interesting one because if it were a couple of years ago, it wouldn't have made this list. If you are not aware, Steamboat has made quite a few game-changing changes to the ski resort that fixed a lot of the problems they had in the past. Number 1, they installed a new gondola called the Wild Blue Gondola. That significantly helped with lines, as it took a lot of strain off of the main Steamboat gondola. It created better uphill and downhill access for ski school and beginner people, which is also a plus. Now the big thing that improved Steamboat is they expanded the resort to Fish Creek and Mahogany Ridge. To be honest, if it weren't for the Mahogany expansion, Steamboat would be so mid, as the only extremes the mountain would have to offer are the Mount Werner chutes, which, let's be honest, Mount Werner kind of sucks. Because number 1, it is a 2-lift ride to lap it, and number 2, you have to deal with Morning Flat, which is the nickname we established in my top 5 things you would never do at Steamboat video, and 3, if you miss the run out at the end, you have an insufferable traverse to get out. Now with the Mahogany expansion, I would say Steamboat has content for every single skier regardless of ability. Steamboat is also one of 3 ski resorts in Colorado to offer night skiing. The other 2 are Keystone and Echo Mountain. So if you're looking for night skiing, you will definitely get that here, and from what I heard, it is much better than the other places as well. Steamboat has a fair amount of free parking, and if that is not available, paid parking is only $15 in their garages, which won't break the bank. Now for number 3, this is a Colorado classic, which is Arapahoe Basin ski area. Now I did one video on A Basin, which was a hater's guide, where I was being all satire and funny, but to be totally honest, I love skiing at A Basin, and it is a very fun mountain to ski at. You literally have lift-served extremes right off of the Palavicini lift, which ski resorts typically don't do. Most ski resorts, if you want to ski their extremes, it requires a hike in and or a hike out. This mountain is more for advanced and expert skiers, as the mountain mainly focuses on extremes. But it is a decent mountain for beginners and intermediates as well. The Molly Hogan lift is a great place to learn how to ski. I can say that from experience because the Molly Hogan lift was one of the places I learned how to ski. I think the Molly Hogan lift is underrated, and if you are a beginner skier, I recommend you give that a shot, and then once you are comfortable skiing that, then you can try some of the bigger green runs like Wrangler or Sundance. A Basin is an amazing Colorado classic and definitely a ski resort worth checking out. Now moving on to number 2, we have Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek is an amazing ski resort for beginners and intermediates, as they have a wide variety of greens and blues to choose from. Despite it not being BC's main focus, they do have a decent selection of advanced and expert terrain as well. The entire Grouse Mountain is great for advanced skiers, with some runs off of Larkspur and Birds of Prey for when it either gets busy or you get tired of the redundancy. The Rose Bowl Express is also great for advanced skiers, as well as it offers the Stone Creek Chutes. If you are looking for steeps, now the Stone Creek Chutes are the only extremes Beaver Creek has to offer, but they can be pretty gnarly. The main reason I put this mountain at number 2 is because Beaver Creek doesn't get busy. It just doesn't. I went to Beaver Creek on a Saturday in February after 7 inches of fresh snow, and the only line I really had to deal with was getting on the Chondola at 8:30 when the lift opened. After that, the resort was mostly just dead. The number one complaint I keep hearing about Colorado ski resorts is they get too busy, so here is a ski resort that doesn't get busy, and it is within a reasonable drive from Denver. Now before we go on to number 1, I want to add in a few honorable mentions of 3 ski resorts that are also fantastic resorts as well, but didn't quite make the list. One of them is Copper Mountain. Copper is a mountain nobody can really go wrong with, as they have a diverse set of terrain, easy parking, and an efficient bus service. Copper I really wanted to be on this list, but unfortunately I just couldn't find a spot for it. Another one is going to be Crested Butte. Crested Butte is a great ski resort for expert skiers, and they do have stuff for beginner and intermediate, although I wouldn't recommend going there if you aren't at least comfortable skiing double blacks. The last honorable mention I am going to make is Telluride. Telluride I heard is an amazing resort, but unfortunately I have never been, so I can't make an accurate judgment on it, so therefore I am going to leave it off the list and just have it be an honorable mention. Now, the number 1 best ski resort in Colorado is easily, drumroll, it is Aspen Snowmass. Aspen is unique as it is divided into 4 different ski resorts, which really helps when it comes to not having monotony. The Aspen Mountains offer content for every type of skier. Although it is more mountain oriented, if you're a beginner, I would recommend sticking with Buttermilk. If you're an intermediate, I recommend sticking with Snowmass. If you're an advanced skier, I would stick with Snowmass as well. And if you're an expert skier, Ajax, Highlands, and Snowmass are all great options. They all have it all. I just don't really see anybody going wrong with Aspen, which is why I put it at number 1. Oh, and did I mention the Aspen resorts rarely have lines? Not only does Aspen have great skiing, but they have an amazing ski town and a very efficient bus system that services the town. Not only that, but Aspen is only 40 minutes away from Glenwood Springs, which has plenty to offer as well. Anyway, those are my top 5 Colorado ski resort destinations you should check out. Let me know in the comments what you think of my picks. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.